There's a thin line between being a sneaky person and a private person. And today, not only will we be explaining the slight difference between the two, we're going to find out if you're holding information, are you considered to be a sneaky or a private person? Before we go any further, why not go around telling your business? Why not go tell random people your deepest, darkest secrets? Go tell people what's going on in your life right now. Because rumors and gossip, and that's why. Now, I know it may be exciting spreading rumors, lies, gossiping about other people, but when it's your personal information, getting around the school, the workplace, the neighborhood, church, it can be a very, very dark time. And I must admit, I was that person before. Not the one spreading lies and gossiping, but the person telling their information to people that I thought were friends. I was vulnerable, needed a vent, and I would go to these people. And you know what they would do? You know what they would do with that personal information of mine? They would turn around and tell my business like it was nothing. Most likely unprovoked, because they're bored. They wanted to pass the time. They don't like small talk.
But what you were saying again?
So they said that you were performing and then they dragged you off stage, and you and your crew, and they beat you guys up in Chicago.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they beat me up. I could. Then they killed me. Then they killed me. Then they threw me.
But one of the biggest problems with your information getting spread around, there's no time limit on it. It can go on for as long as possible. The more popular you are and the more people hate you, it will go on for forever. I will never forget the time. I was working in the workplace. I was dating this nice young lady. But when I met her, it was bad timing, you know? You meet somebody in bad time, and I was in a dark place. So I wasn't that fun. I was probably boring because I was sad most of the time. And it ended pretty quick. It ended before it started, so I thought nothing of it. I was trying to be cool with her after. I was like, why not be friends? We didn't do anything deep. We didn't do anything too much where we can't be cool. You know what happened? Not only did she deny my friendship, she didn't want to be friends with me. That's sad. She went back to the workplace almost the next day and said all crazy stuff about me. I'm talking about the most hurtful things you can think of. She went around telling people. People that I thought was cool with me. And the reason why I'm saying that is she was spreading these rumors. The people I was cool with that I would talk to every day knew what she was saying and never told me. You know who ended up telling me that she was spreading rumors? Nobody. I overheard the conversations, and it was about me. 3 months straight, people was talking ish about me, and I didn't even know it. And later on, I found out why she did it. Now, I'm not saying it was a good reason why she did it, but she was going around telling people that me and her was about to get in a relationship. She was telling people how much she liked me. So when it went sour, I guess she wanted to jump the gun. She thought I was going to go back to work and say bad stuff about her. So she just beat me to the punch. Well, not really, because I never was going to say anything bad about her. I didn't have anything bad to say. The point is, that changed me. It changed me for the worse. It was traumatizing. It was stressful. When I found out my information was going around the workplace, even though it was lies, when I found out it was going around, every time I see people smile and laugh, I thought they were laughing at me. Yeah, I know. It's sad. I would overthink every interaction. Every time I would speak to people, even supervisors, I would be like, I wonder if they heard the same thing that I've been hearing.
But if someone gossips to you, they're always talking about other people to you, they're going to gossip about you.
That's why it amazes me when most people, including myself, I'm not gonna lie, wouldn't mind being a celebrity or being in the spotlight. Do you know how much stressful that has to be? Not only do you have to walk a perfect line, you got to be perfect. You can't make no mistakes because all eyes are on you at all times. There can be lies spread about you at any moment. I'm talking about celebrities. It's just like it's a lose-lose for them. They got to hope that, especially with AI going on and people are getting more creative with the screenshots and stuff, at any moment you can have a bad spot on your name and there's nothing you can do. I've literally heard bad stuff about celebrities, then find out it wasn't true, but it's people that still believe it. I can't think of an example right now, but I'm sure you heard the same thing.
I can't fix every rumor. I can't address every single thing. I've seen people wash their whole life out by trying to overly communicate in every scenario, trying to fix things and clarify and this, that, I'm here.
Yeah, I don't ever want to be famous. But once I was traumatized with that information that was going around the workplace, from the girl that was trying to ruin my name and make nobody else want to date me, which probably worked, I told myself never again. For the rest of my life, I'm going to be a private person. And I found out real quick that I became a boring person to most people because people don't really like small talk. It's boring. And I felt the pain of gossiping and rumors, so I didn't want to gossip or spread rumors either. So when they came to me with other information, I would be dry. I don't want to talk about it. Get out of my face. Now, I would have deep conversations with certain people, but it would be about self-development and growth and what do we want to do in the next 5 years. And nobody wants to talk about that. That's boring too. Now, here's the thing. When people did find out little things about me from lurking or eavesdropping, they would come to me for verification. And my answer would be vague. I didn't confirm or deny. And you know what they called me? They called me sneaky because I wouldn't tell them certain information. Now, have I been a sneaky person at one point in my life? Yes. I think everybody has. That's another reason to withhold information. Out doing stuff that you ain't got no business doing. And when you hear the word sneaky, you think two things: a thief or a cheater. And I'm telling you right now, I have never stole anything in my life. Look, I'm making jokes, but I'm not proud of the old me. I was definitely sneaky. I didn't tell people certain things about me because I didn't want it to get out because it would ruin my fun. Now, usually when you're sneaky, you're hurting other people. It has something to do with withholding information that may hurt other people. When you're a private person, that's your information that you're withholding. You're keeping to yourself. But the problem is, since the world is a very dark place, we're used to people being sneaky, conniving people. And when you're withholding information, it depends on why you're withholding it. Like where you live, how many children you have, your relationship status. It all depends on your intentions with it. If you're doing it for bad intentions because you're doing doing dirt, that's being sneaky. It's that simple. It's just a thin line because being sneaky means hiding information that may hurt people. Being a private person is being an adult with boundaries, being responsible, not out here being reckless. If you want to vent, find somebody that you trust or get a therapist. When a person doesn't tell you their business, that does not mean they're hiding something. When people move in silence, that does not mean they're being sneaky. Believe me, I used to be a very, very open person. I'm like, hey, we all going through stuff. Who cares? I'm sure you got stuff going on too. But when you tell people your business, now you got to worry about them telling other people your business, them starting rumors, them creating narratives. It is okay to be a private person.